Hello, welcome to another episode of Angela Shows You. Today I wanted to walk through making some Christmas ornaments, or these also would make really cute present topper type. I know a lot of times I have in the past purchased some sort of like a little ornament. Sometimes you can find them at Walmart. They come in like a 6 pack, and they've got different shapes. You're usually like red or gold or something like that. And you can usually pick up like a 6 pack of those. But if you want to attach something personal to a gift that your recipient could use later on to attach to their Christmas tree, these are super cute and these make great use of scrap fabric. Now, on this one, I actually forgot to add a hanging loop. Uh, so, but that's okay because I can either attach it somewhere or I can just use it for something else. So what I have gone ahead and done already is I cut up my fabric. So you just want, you can either find a pattern online, which is what I did on Pinterest. It was free. I just found a cute little Christmas tree pattern that I printed off, or you can, take just about anything that's Christmas tree shaped and cut out. So what I did was I cut out the front fabric. I had this really beautiful material that I had bought at Hobby Lobby. And so I thought that I would use this. Each one is going to be a little bit different. The material is like this, and it's just got all different prints all over it. So this is what I chose. I had some scraps because I made an apron. So I had a bunch of scrap material. So I thought that I would use this to use up some of it. So I am using the print on the front and a solid on the back. You could use the same material on both sides, or you could use up more scraps and just piece it together, and we can walk through doing that in another episode, so that if you have never done something like that before, it is super easy. So we'll walk through doing that in another episode. So what I did was I already cut my front and my back, and then on the front piece of the material I went ahead and I used some of my scrap fusible fleece, and I ironed that on already to the, it doesn't really matter, the front or the back side. And then you will want to place your two pieces of material right sides together. So it doesn't matter so much on this one because the back side is solid, but if you were using two printed pieces, you would want the two printed pieces to go facing each other. And then what you will want to do is, if you want to use this to hang, you're going to want to cut a piece of either twine or ribbon, or you could use a piece of material as well. Anything that you have handy will work. So this is about 2.5 inches long, and I'm just going to fold it right in half, just like this. And then all you're going to want to do is you will put it, so I've got some ready to go. I'm just going to move the needle. I'm just going to put it at the top of the tree. And then we'll pin that in place. Now, I do want, you do want them to be like lined up on top of each other at the point of the tree. So you can see I've got the ribbon sticks out just a little bit. So I've got a couple ready to go here. So I'm just taking my ribbon and folding it in half. And then we're going to just sandwich that in between all of our fabrics. And then we'll pin that into place. We'll pin that into place so that it doesn't move. So then we are going to just take this to our machine. And you are going to want to keep in mind that you want to leave yourself a turning gap. So what I did on this one was I left the bottom open. So I'm just going to start. I'm going to start on the side. And we're just going to stitch all the way around. Okay, so as you could see when I was sewing that, it's not something that you're really going to be able to go real fast on because you have all your Christmas tree points that you're going to want to stop and pivot as you're going. So then you're just going to take this and you're going to turn it. Now I found that it's a little bit easier to just kind of get as far up there as you can and push it. These ones, because they're so small, they do take a minute to turn right side out. And it kind of just looks like a funky little blob when you first get it turned out. And then what I found to really kind of get your points in there is I'm going to go ahead and use my knitting needle that I bought. And you're going to pretty gently, you know, you don't want to poke through. Is you're going to just work your material and getting your points pushed out. Then I find that sometimes you just have to also use your fingers a little bit to just kind of work those out a little. All right. So then what we're going to do is we'll take our bottom where we started and we're going to fold in our material, the front and the back. Okay. And then we are going to give this a top stitch all the way around. That'll help us, that'll, close up our turning gap, and it will also help stabilize that and give us a little bit of form. I folded that over too far the first time. And there we go. So then my last line of business, I'm going to just go ahead and take my scissors and, we'll trim off our threads and get it cleaned up a little bit. But there we go. I might actually, suggest probably making the points just a little bit bigger, but this is something super cute, super easy, something that'll be nice. This could be a great project too for kids who want to make an ornament to hang on their Christmas tree, and it would be fun if you used a Christmas fabric, but This is just something easy to do with a bunch of scraps that you had. So I hope that this gives you some fun ideas and something fun that you can do as you prepare for the holiday season. And I'm going to have another one coming up as well. So stay tuned and I will see you next time. Thanks.